All right. Hey guys. Um, Strap handy and let's drop in. So, whatever shape serves you, we are forward bending today, if that informs your decision. So take your time to get settled. I always allow a nice long drop in for this practice, and that's intentional. I love to really take time to prepare for practice. So enjoy that. Get curious about how the physical body is. Start to become aware of physical sensations or mind body connection. Start to pay attention to the feedback that your body is giving you. Take a moment to scan. Notice if there is tension that you could relax. Pick up mind breath connection. I've got my hands on my belly. That's an option that's open to you if you would like it. It is not required. I'm trying to move my breath into my hands. So, whatever hand placement you have, whatever position you're in, to feel a sense of expansiveness in the breath, potential for bringing the breath lower down into the body, into the belly, maybe even into the pelvis. without hardening, forcing, or straining. More moments of breath focus exclusively here. And could you sense your breath expanding into the back body? Could you feel the back ribs weight more fully on your inhale? Maybe shoulder blades, maybe back of the pelvis. Stay with a nice, easy body, soft, full breath. Let's check in with heart mind. Just notice what's up currently. What's the state of the mind? How's the mood? Nature of our mind is to move all around. Right? It's the term monkey mind. And so I'll invite you, if you want, to give your mind a focus by setting an intention for your practice. And that could be something as simple as focusing on your breath. And so maybe your intention is every time it occurs to you to draw your awareness back onto your breath. Maybe it is energetic. Maybe you'd like to send a little love out to someone, some good energy into the world, whatever it is. If that suits you today, take a moment to draw that intention into your mind and just focus on it for a moment here. I'm satisfied with that. I'm ready to move. I'm just going to pick up some nice, big, easy windshield wipers. So arm shape is your choice. I'm going T shape with my arms, but you could go cactus, you could go Y shape, you could do something different. It's better for you. Nice wide feet, big inhale. When it arrives and when the exhale arrives, drop the knees. Keep the opposite shoulder heavy. Inhale sweeps you up through center, and exhale drops the knees to the other side. So I'm interested in just starting to warm up the hips here for the most part. And so if you feel like a pause is called for, you can absolutely take a pause. And any actions, there's lots of things you can do here potentially, all right? You can tuck the tail and kind of press into the front of the top hip. You can reach the opposite arm away from the knees. You can tip the head away from the knees. So take your time and just explore any actions that feel skillful to you with this subtle movement. And still that there's no hurry if you want a couple more. And then bring your feet closer together, hip distance-ish. And strap. Catch your strap. So good old Supta Padangusthasana sequence. Get that right foot in the strap. And so we've got lots of opening for the backs of the legs coming. So feel free to ease your way in. You can, of course, straighten that bottom left leg if you want to, but it's not required, right? So firm up the right leg. Make the back of the pelvis heavy. Spread your toes and draw the ball mound of the foot down closer to the floor by gently pulling on the strap. Lift the heel toward the ceiling. Really root the head of your femur bone, your thigh bone, down into your hip socket and grow longer on the back of your leg. And then let's take a micro bend in the right knee. So do a little bend and really squeeze the base of your right bun, the top of the very tippy top of your right thigh where your hamstring muscles insert. Activate there and keep that action as you re-extend any amount. So lots of back of the leg opening, like I said today, and it's going to be a good idea to be mindful of engaging to protect in that spot. Last thing before we take the second shape. In this shape, do the foot fist. So curl your toes toward, like you could like wrap them around your strap. And then kick your heel up and scoop the arch of your foot down toward the floor. Soften your jaw. Okay, re-extend the toes when you're ready and transition into the Supta Padangusthasana 2. So right leg's gonna open to the right. You can always take your left arm out to the left to counterbalance that leg. And then I'll invite you to play around. If you do extend the left leg long, I'm doing a pointed foot on my left leg right now. You can play with a little variation of foot shapes. So maybe you want to take some breaths with a pointed foot and some breaths with a flexed foot. Optional. Make the left side of the body heavy. Reach through the inner seam of the right leg. And then once again, we'll do that foot fist action. So curl your right toes like you could wrap them around the strap. Press your heel away from you and scoop the arch of your foot in towards your hip. Lengthen the toes. And inhale the right leg up and across the midline for Supta Padangusthasana 3. I still like the good old move of right thumb in the hip crease, gentle pressure away from the bottom of the chin. So you can add that if it's useful. Staying engaged in the back of the leg. Back of the pelvis is heavy. Keep the right back pocket down. Another breath or two. And then do your foot fist, curl the toes. Kick the heel up more. Scoop the arch of the foot down. Squeeze the base of the right bum. As you guys with your strap in your left hand, you can release the toes. Bend your right knee and pull your inner shin in toward your chest like the pigeon shape on your back. It's available. You can put the right foot in your left hand. If it's not, stick with the strap. Move your right outer knee toward the ceiling and your left inner shin toward your chest, or your right inner shin toward your chest, not your left one. Breathe. You can always rock, wobble, scooch the leg in this shape. That's useful for you. Okay. Last couple breaths. When you're ready, both feet on the floor. Pause for a second. We'll be leaning into this sequence today. Left foot goes in the strap as you're ready. Left heel kicks toward the ceiling, spread the left toes, draw the left ball mound of the foot closer to your chest. Squeeze the leg. Right leg can be bent or straight. And then put a small bend in your right, or excuse me, your left knee. Squeeze the base of the top of the thigh strongly. Keep that and re-extend any amount. Heel up, toes down. Root into the back of the pelvis. Strong leg, big breaths. And sometime the next couple of breaths, we'll do our foot fist. Curl your left toes around. Like you could grab the strap with them. Lift the heel and scoop the arch of the foot down toward the floor. The toes and open the left leg to the left. Option to reach right arm to the right. Keep the left leg nice and long. Option to play with foot shapes on the right foot if the leg is straight. Heavy in the right side of the body. Soft in the face, the jaw, the tongue. Ready. Curl those left toes. Kick through the left heel even more. Arch of the foot sections toward the midline, toward your hip. From the face, the neck, the head. And then you can re-extend the toes, bring that left leg up through center across the midline strap goes in the right hand, maybe left thumb goes in the hip crease if you find that useful. Either way, move your left sitting bone away from the bottom of your chin. Man, I'm lifted already this morning and I'm feeling this one today. Wowza. It's clearly important for my body to make this shape. Okay, curl the toes when you're ready. Heel up even more. Arch of the foot scoops in. Extend the leg long. Next transition will be into the pigeon shape. So you bend the left knee, pull the left inner foot toward you. Maybe you grab the foot with your hand, maybe you stick with the strap. You can put the left hand on the left knee potentially if that feels useful. Big breaths. Any movement that serves you. You can, when you feel like you have what you needed there. Once again, relax for just a moment, take a few breaths, check in, feel into the legs, the pelvis, the feet. And then we'll pick up a spinal undulation one. So set your feet on the floor if they're not. Inhale, tip the pelvis forward, arching from the back. Exhale, rock back, lengthening lumbar. Go back and forth with your own breath. Check out what happens if you isometrically press your feet down and forward on your exhale. Big quads, hopefully. So you can bring that to stillness as you're ready. And come into the happy baby shape. So the strap is there for you if you can't reach your feet. So you would take, right, strap across the bottoms of the feet like so. Otherwise, you will grab the sides of the feet with your hands and pull down. So encouraging the knees closer to the floor. Shins are perpendicular to the floor if that's available. Your thighs snuggling towards side ribs. Take another couple breaths here. And then we're going to pick up a little movement. So keep your left leg as it is and start to press your right foot toward the ceiling. You'll probably tip to the left. That's okay. So now the top of my left leg has landed on the floor and I'm kicking my right heel up, straightening my right leg. And then come on back. So this is like a little sneaky core work too, because you kind of capsize to one side and you got to come back. to the middle. And then left leg will extend any amount. And so you go back and forth. You can go a little faster or a little slower as it suits you. You move from the happy baby to the one leg bent, one leg straight shape. Take your time. Move carefully. Nice soft jaw. Feel like you've had enough of that rest. Do a little movement down. As you're ready, interlace your hands gently behind the back of your head. Knees bent, feet on the floor, spinal undulation 2. Inhale, tip the pelvis forward. Exhale, scoop the belly, lift the pelvic floor from the elbows in, lift up. Remember that you're supporting your head, not pulling on it, right? So gentle hold on the back of the head. And if you want this to be harder, your option is to take your feet off the floor on your exhale and try to pull your knees to your elbows and your elbows to your knees. Nice soft jaw. Nice and slow and steady. Big breaths. Lots of scoop in the belly on that exhale. Decide you want a couple more. Sometime in the next 3 to 5 rounds of breath, you can let that go. And this will be our last few moments before we transition. So pick a shape, rest, check in. If you set an intention for yourself at the beginning of practice, draw that back to the forefront now. Our next place to go is the tabletop. So take your time in your transition. Go ahead and put your blocks on the sides of your mat so they're available to you for all the movements we've got coming. I would put them for now kind of in the middle because there's a couple possibilities. You may want them at the back of your mat. You may want them at the front of your mat in the next several minutes. And then tabletop shape. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Spread your fingers. Press all the finger bones into the mat. Draw the belly button in and up. Draw the pelvic floor in and up. Push the crown of your head away from your tail. Press into the mat enough that your shoulders aren't sinking, right? So push the floor away enough to get a nice neutral. And then from here, let's pick up a few cat cows. So you can press more. Exhale, around the spine, drop the head, drop the tail, inhale, reverse. Take a few of those with your own breath. Keeping the weight nicely distributed out through the hands, not just in the heel of the hand. You're good on those. Come back to that nice, strong neutral that we established. Nice flat back, strong core. And you're going to reach your left toes back and lift your left foot in line with your left hip. Reach your right arm out, bicep in line with the ear. Take a big inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, round your back, scoop your belly, and pull your elbow toward your knee. Inhale, reach out long. We're going to do 5 of those. So that was 1. Count your 5. Maybe you can start to get knee even in more, like more knee to nose. Moving up the belly so it can support us. And then once you've done 5 on that side, you take a little pause. You can even take a cat cow in the middle before side 2 if you want it. And then you're gonna go right foot back. And then you're gonna lift it in line with your hip. And you're gonna stretch the left arm. And I guess your elbows stretching, this is true. And then when you're ready, you'll exhale and curl in. And that's 1. And you're gonna do 5 of them. Done. You can back your knees up a few inches and take your hands to just a slightly wider setting. Index fingers parallel. So outer shoulder distance minimum. Tuck your toes, lift your hips down and facing down. Take your time here. You can walk your dog. Do what you need to do. Bend your knees a little bit. Squeeze the base of those buns like we talked about, where the hamstrings, tippy tops of the thighs. Press your chest back, lift your outer hips back and up, really squeeze, and slowly lower the heels, really stretch them down and back, press your thigh bones back, lengthen the backs of your legs. Good. Inhale, come forward plank. Exhale, press back dog. Nice and strong. Back and forth from your plank to your dog. Keep your armpits are like little ice cream scoopers up away from the floor.
Follow them out to engage and support your shoulders. Good. Next time that you're in the dog, step your feet wide. Spread your toes. Press your chest back. Press your thigh bones back. And then step your hands one hand width back. And take a breath. And step them another hand width back. And take a breath. Keep going, slowly shortening your dog. Eventually, you'll probably have to bend your knees, or you could grab those blocks and put your hands on those guys. They're right there. And so you end up in a wide Uttanasana at the back of the mat. When you get there, bring the weight forward a little bit into your feet, the fronts of your feet. Saying your feet already. Walk your hands back any amount and drop the back of the neck long. Squeeze the tops of those thighs. Lift your kneecaps. Scoop your belly back. Good, you guys kick your heels in, toes out a little bit. Feel free to adjust the width of your stance as needed. We're going squat, so drop your hips. Weight in all four corners of both feet. So try not to let it just dump in toward the midline, right? Big toe ball mound, little toe ball mound, inner heel, outer heel. You can pull the sides of the mat, or you can bring hands to Anjali Mudra if you want. Press your triceps into your inner legs and your inner legs into your triceps if you've got the hands together. Drop the tail, lift the heart. Scoop the belly in and up, lift and tone the pelvic floor. Take another 2 breaths. Good. Find your way back to your wide Uttanasana as you're ready. And from there, we'll go to the downward facing dog. Walk it out. And you can step your feet back to about hip distance. Reach your heels down and back. Spread your toes. Lift your arches of your feet. Lift your kneecaps. Long legs. Inhale, right leg straight back and up. Exhale, put it down. Inhale, left leg straight back and up. Exhale, put it down. Keep going. Opening the backs of the legs. So feel that, the foot that's still on the ground, reach that heel down and back and feel that opening for the back of that leg. You've had enough of that. And with the left leg lift, inhale forward to your plank. You can either put the knees down first or not. You're going to take a 5 count to lower all the way to your belly. When you get down there, untuck your toes and press the tops of your feet down. Burn your legs and tuck your tail. And roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Lift up, shoulder blades together. Pubic bone into the floor, tops of the feet into the floor. Long side waists. Bhujangasana. Good. Release. Second set. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press the tops of the feet down. Lift up. And this time, if it's available, hands come up. So backs of the arms, triceps lift up to take the hands off the floor. Press the tops of the feet down. Tuck your tail. Soft jaw. Over down. Stretch your arms down by your sides. Turn the palms in to face your hips. Press the tops of your feet down. Tuck your tail. Roll your shoulders back and down. Upper half of Shalabhasana. Tricep sides of the arms up. Feet are pressing into the floor. Lift the chest. Good. Lower down. Good. Tuck your toes. Press back, downward facing dog. Take your big toes right together. Spread your fingers. Squeeze your inner legs. Stretch your heels down and back. Lift your outer hips. Tone the base of your buns. Good. Keep your toes tucked under. Lower your knees. Walk your hands back. Broken toe pose. Just the spine. Sideways up. Jaw soft. Come back to that intention. Hands to the floor. Rock back, lift the knees up. Open the knees, sit low, Malasana. Hug the inner knees toward your shoulders. And if you can, you're going to put your forearms on the floor. If you can't, you're not going to. You can grab the mat, rest the hands in whatever way you need to. Drop the tail, drop the heels. And you can round in here if you want, let the head go chin to chest. Take 2 more breaths. Weight in the big toe ball mounds. Squeeze those inner legs in. Good. Walk the hands back. Hips up. Uttanasana. Drop the back of the neck. Squeeze the base of the buns, lift the kneecaps. Arches up. Walk the hands forward. Downward facing dog. Step your feet to hip distance. Got a couple knee down moves coming if you need additional padding. Inhale to look forward. Exhale your right foot in between your hands. Stack your right knee on your right ankle and spread your right toes. Root into the 4 corners of your right foot. Lengthen your left leg and lengthen your spine. Lower your left knee. Curl your right toes into the mat. Lift the arch of your right foot. So kind of like foot fist, except you're going to keep the bottoms of your toes on the mat. You're not going to actually lift them, right? But you're just pressing your toes into the mat. And then you're going to start to back your hands up. Your blocks are hopefully right there still on the sides of the mat. Ardha Hanumanasana with toes down. So it's like a pointed foot version here. And then foot fist. So now lift the palm end of the foot up, curl the toes down, kick the heel out, and scoop the arch of your foot in toward your hip. Dig the foot down into the floor. Also, the right heel digs down into the floor. Good. Take another couple breaths. And then come back into your low lunge. Lift your back knee. Step back, downward facing dog. Now look forward. Exhale, bring your left foot in between your hands. Stack your left knee on top of your left ankle, spread your left toes and ground into the four corners of your left foot. Lift the arch. Lower the right knee. Lengthen the spine. Keep the toes pressing down into the mat as you slowly back the hips up. So the top of the ankle will lengthen here. Toes grounded, but long. And then curl the toes, flex, dorsiflex at the ankle. Pull the top of the foot back, foot fist. Scoop the arch of your foot up the inner seam of your leg. Soften your jaw. Another breath or two. And then in you get to your low lunge. And lift the back knee and step back. Downward facing dog. Option to take a plank here if you just want a little additional strength work. Skip it if you don't. And then from the downward facing dog, this time you'll inhale, look forward, and you're going to exhale your right foot outside of your right hand. So wide low lunge. Organization is the same. Knee on top of ankle, spread the toes, ground the foot, lengthen the back leg, and then you lower the back knee down. If it's available, you're going to bend the elbows and get lower here. So blocks can facilitate that, right? You could put the forearms onto your blocks, maybe to the floor. Obviously, if that's not wise, you stay with straight arms. And then you hug that right knee in. Snuggle it toward your right shoulder. Option, if you're in the bent elbow shape, to wrap your arm around and stand on your hand with your right foot. So I've got my fingers underneath the outer right foot here, and my right bicep and tricep are like pushing into my front of my shin. Good. Release. Set your hands down. Tuck your back toes. Step back downward facing dog. Look forward. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Shin perpendicular to the floor. Long right leg. Lower the right knee down. Assess. Could you get lower? Would it be wise? If the answer is yes, put your elbows to the floor or blocks. Take a few breaths like that. Hug the left inner knee in. Scoop the belly. And then if it's available, you pick up your left hand and slide your fingers underneath your outer foot and press your humerus bone, the upper arm bone, into the front of your shin. And soften your jaw and breathe. And then it's the lunge with the hand inside the foot when you're ready. And then it's back to the dog. For an optional plank, you can also rest here. Good. We'll look forward and bring the right foot in between the hands. And catch your blocks. You're going to keep the back heel lifted. This is a variation of Dhanurasana. So keep the left leg as it is. Start to press the right foot into the floor. Ball mound of the right foot presses in, toes ground. And you take the right leg as straight as you can. Squeeze the base of the bun, lift the kneecap. Fold in any amount. Activate the back of the leg as you stretch it. Good, and then it's a low lunge and a down dog. Leg forward, left foot steps. Hands to blocks. Right heel stays lifted. Press the left foot into the floor, including the toes. And back up. Get that left hip crease way back. Turn the left leg, squeeze the back of the leg as you lengthen it. And fold in any amount. Good. From here, it's the low lunge. You bend back into the left knee. And you step back to the dog. You can take a plank if you want to. From here, look forward. Pull the left shin forward for pigeon. Sorry, I said left, I meant right. If you did left, that's fine. Just do the left and you can do the right. Again, my left-right issue is surfacing. About 6 to 8 breaths in your preferred version of pigeon. You could stay upright. You could fold forward. Come back. The left toes under. Back downward facing dog. If you listened to me and did your left leg, then it's right leg. Otherwise, if you knew better, left leg comes forward. Take your second side pigeon. Lots of you guys know better than to listen to me. It's a little better in this class because I'm doing it. So I do a little better than I do on Mondays, but still there. The facing dog. And then we're going to bring our feet to our hands so you can walk, step, hop yourself into the Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Let the back of the neck go. Spread the toes, squeeze the legs. Find your blocks and walk them out under your shoulders. Ardha Uttanasana. Crown of the head away from the tail. Belly button in. Push into the blocks and get a little shoulder blade spread. And then bend your left knee. Any amount. And then straighten it. And then bend your right knee. Straighten it. Left knee bends. Straightens. Right knee bends. And straightens. Big toe ball mounds touch. Lower your hands to the floor. Bend your knees. Sit low. Second set. Malasana. Option to once again pull on the mat or ground the hands or ground the forearms, or if it's available, grab your heels. Heels down, belly back, knees in. Two more breaths. Walk the hands forward and lift the hips. Roll through the spine, soften the knees, roll through the spine, come up Tadasana. Just take a couple breaths in neutral here. Spread the toes, lengthen the spine, broaden the collarbones. Stretch out in neutral and breathe. Good. Lift your arms, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, you can come through prayer if you want. Hinge forward. Your blocks are there for you if you need them. We're going standing split. So hands to floor or blocks. Spread your right toes. Kick your left leg back. Walk your hands back. Lift your left leg more. Those of you who can, you grab your back of your right leg and curl in toward your shin. Lift that left leg. Good. Left foot down. You can soften the knee. Be careful. Make a nice, safe landing. And then switch sides. Hands down. Right leg's gonna lift up. Point the toes. Stretch it back. Walk the hands back any amount. Curling in toward that left shin. Option to grab the left leg with the left arm. Scoop the belly. Squeeze the legs. And then come on out. And roll up. Soften the knees. Come to your Tadasana. Good. Heel toe your feet to hip distance. Hands to hips. Stretch your left leg back. High lunge. Arms can come up. Spread your right toes. Lift your side waists. Lift your arms. Heel toe your right foot to the right and lower your arms. Keep the back knee lifted. Hands come inside the foot. Good. Look forward and step your left foot outside of your left hand. Roll up through the spine. Heel toe your feet to hip distance. Hands to hips. Step your right leg back. Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Arms can come up. When you're ready, spread the left toes, firm the back leg. Heel toe the left foot over. That's hard, by the way, when you're already in this shape. Take the hands down. Keep the back knee lifted. Snuggle up to that left inner knee with your left shoulder. And then scoop your belly, look forward, press the foot away with your left foot. Press the floor away with your left foot. Step the right foot up to this like small squat. And then roll up. And heel toe your feet to hip distance. Take a couple breaths in the Tadasana. Hands to hips. Cross your left ankle to the top of your right leg. Figure 4 stretch. Balancing. You can keep the hands on the hips or bring them out to Anjali Mudra if you prefer it. Sit as low as you safely can in that right knee. Chest up. Good. When you're ready, stand up. Switch sides. Right ankle to the top of the left leg, bend the left knee. Start to lower any amount. Once you're ready, up you come. Take a couple breaths in the mouth. Okay, you guys. Our peak pose is a seated pose. We've got Akarna Dhanurasana. So strap may be useful here. And you also might want to sit on the edge of a blanket, potentially. So option to lift the sitting bones. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Like the Paschimottanasana setup. Have your strap within reach. Lift the arms. Big inhale. Spread your toes, flex your feet. Exhale. Paschimo. Peace and fingers around your big toes if you can manage it. Otherwise, hands to shins, whatever you got. Take a couple breaths. Okay. Here comes our archer. So you're going to press the left leg down strongly. And this is where potentially your right hand maybe, if it doesn't grab the toe, you're going to loop your right foot with your strap. You're going to scoop your belly, lift the front of your spine, pick your right foot up, bend your right elbow, and draw your right foot back any amount. If you look in Light on Yoga, Mr. Iyengar has his foot on his ear. I cannot do that. This is what I got these days. Breathe. And then you can replace gently the right foot as you're ready. Come out for a moment if you want to, or go right into the other side, whatever feels most skillful to you. So you hover the left foot up, you bend the left knee. So it's kind of like the happy baby shape that we did earlier. Draw that foot back any amount. So if I let go of my right foot, I could get that left foot back more, right? So if you want to have another go at it and try a different strap situation. So I might try strap on my down foot and the lifting toe in my hand. Let me check that out. So options, play with that for like another minute-ish, whatever version you want to do. Akarna Dhanurasana. So play with it a little. Don't let me hurry you. Have blocks available to you when you decide that you're finished with that. Do a little unwinding before we rest. So, some things you might want. You might want to do some more windshield wipers. If you're feeling any crabbiness in the low back or pelvis, which back bending can create that, but forward bending can create it too. And so if you want to twist, you sure can. You could also lie back with knees knocked together. We didn't do crazy external rotation. We did some. Did a little to open the outer hips because they connect to the backs of the legs, right? And then if counter pose is like what you feel like you need, couple possibilities. You could do the supported fish. So block under the shoulder blades, block under the head. You could do the supported bridge. Block or blocks under the back of the pelvis. So you take your time to unwind as needed and then set up your rest. However, you're going to set up your rest. It could be absolutely anything at all that feels like a good supportive rest to you.
So as always, because you are at home, you are welcome to continue resting. And whenever you get ready to close your practice, you'll first reconnect to your breath. It may feel natural to you to deepen your breath at this point, but it is not necessary. You do what feels useful to you. Next move from there is to gently, slowly move to a comfortable seat. Take your time. So you might be doing this now, you might not. Whenever you arrive in your seat, just make sure to check in. And if you did set an intention for yourself, just bring that back to the forefront for our final few breaths. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be free. Thank you guys. Please take care of yourselves and each other.